Yo! How are you? Nice. Had a good day? Nice. I had to work, so yeah. It was fine. Nothing particularly bad or good happened today. But I'm really excited to get into this again and see whether we can get... yeah. How was that? Nice. That is not a given, as far as I'm aware. What is Blitzgulasch? That sounds great, Angie. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I haven't had goulash in fucking ages, but then again, I can't eat it, so that makes sense. I had the rest of yesterday's meal, which was lentil dal. Let me just check. I have muted my phone so that you don't hear it. Nice. Good plant. Does it have a name? Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, yesterday obviously was vegan. Today I used some of the cream that we still had left over from Halloween, and just put that on there as well. That needs to change, Angie. Your poor plants. Alright. Shall we start, since we will need a while to get back into areas that are unknown, I guess. Let's go!
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
No, they're at their parents' place, they can't. Oh, hi. No thank you. Yeah, just ignore that. I can't ban that right now. Ah, nice, okay. Okay, so we have the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolution. Continue to the cabin or leave. Yeah, it does seem super legit, doesn't it? I'm definitely gonna go there. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Could be both.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point.
Hello.
If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Yeah, the rest is the same. Let me just see what I can do about this. I can ban somebody forever. Yeah, nothing has happened. Thanks for telling me what to do. Okay, yeah. That is what Angie is voting for currently, that one. Alright, will do. What are you having? Yeah, that's fine. Nice. I'm just gonna choose it now.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You
Oh,
make
that
your way up
immediately
the
goes
short
against
path
us
to
now.
the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take it or leave it. Also, the last time we got the voice of the skeptical at some point, but then we never saw what kind of princess the skeptical would have gotten. Because that was when everybody decided to follow everything but the quest. Like, that is when we went into the woods and were eaten by the entity. We take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stair.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you? Or continue down the stairs. I don't think we've used that one so far, yeah. Dum, 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 dum.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way! Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steer your nerves and step forward. Okay. Let me see. It's between 5 and 6. We are going with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade or slay the princess. Thanks. Angie is all business, like it. That's fair. Also, like, so far we got the wraith delivered, but we haven't gotten the ghost delivered to the entity. I'm wondering how that is gonna happen, like, or whether that is gonna happen. Probably, right?
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
The different types of princes that we got. We got the damsel one that we gave to the hands entity thingy. And then after we killed the princess the last time, we got the ghost, and then we stabbed her again, and then we were back into a sort of weird corridor where a wraith killed us. Or was gonna, but then the entity ate the wraith thingy. Oh yeah, that was basically a zombie-type princess, I guess?
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
And again I have to say, it's over, didn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it
But is
over?
it over? Really over?
Of course, okay, we can't choose the first option because we already did that. Of course she's dead. I'm not sure, I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve, or of course not, that was way too easy. So, 2 or 3? Of course not, that was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked
Welcome
up.
back.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Remove the blade or check for a pulse. I love that the game doesn't let us do things twice, because it wouldn't lead us anywhere new. We're checking for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
Uh-oh.
Wait, what was that?
Pulse.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be
Uh-oh.
dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now.
Oh no.
You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Very romantic, yes.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yay. The Razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
Yeah, I love
is a
her.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died, what am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Proceed to the cabin or turn around and leave. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 options. Sixes. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Oh, we had the boys of the cheated before.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Proceed or leave. And also, I'm just gonna... page 1, slot 6.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
We mostly listened to you. How are we supposed to know she'd spring back to life?
If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Let's talk about this princess. Proceed or turn around. Turn around. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in that basement? What is this place? Or never mind. Alright. Yeah, sure. Twitch be weird sometimes. It's just like that. Wait, where are we? We have 2 1s and a 3. We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't
Like I
happen
said,
again?
if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is that place? Or that's all.
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me is new? Option number 2 there. The others are the same. Who locked her in? What is this
People
place?
locked her in that basement. And
Thanks.
I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
People is very specific, my dude. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? You're being cagey. That's all. Why me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
I don't know, because I'm being used by someone, I guess, maybe.
If anyone's special here, it's her. Last I checked, we can't get up from a knife in the chest.
I mean, we kind of did. You're being cagey, or that's all. We're very special. Cagey.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed or turn around and leave. Let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
That's fair.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed.
The interior
Oh,
of the
wow.
cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Haven't seen this cabin yet. You didn't say anything about the mirror? The whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. You mean that mirror that isn't actually there at all? Yeah. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
You didn't say anything about the mirror. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
That's fair. Take the blade or enter the basement without the blade. Blade, take it. 1. Okay.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her earn for what she's done to us.
Enter the basement. That actually opened.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood.
Yeesh.
And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor.
Uh-huh.
I am begging you to get out of your head.
I doubt that very much.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
She's a robot. She's definitely a robot now.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Alright.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You'd better not try anything. Approach the princess. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye. Turn and leave. Screw it. Slay the princess. That is a lot of different options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lost count again. A lot of them. Infinitely? Maybe? I don't know. Seven, 15 options. Okay, what happened after you died is a vote. Number 3 is a vote, which is I know you have a knife, I'll let you out if you drop it. So yeah, it's between these two. No, wait. Yeah, it's this one and the... yeah. Actually, scratch that 3. Okay. I know you have a knife. Yeah. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Are your hands knives?
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death.
Yet.
It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Oh my god.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
I haven't seen the hands! Prove it then. Prove it that you don't have a knife. If I come close to you, you're going to stab me. What do you remember? Yeah, okay, that's the same things, I think. Yeah, like, one of her hands was never chained up though, so that is fine. Like, I know there's a chain here, but, like, she has never had more than one chain on her. Prove it that you don't have a knife?
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
The princess
Okay,
smiles as she
there we
pulls
go.
her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
I doubt that very much.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Practically. But what are you... But what if you're just hiding it somewhere secret? And the rest are the same. Practically zero stabbing implements. What happened after you died and you're being suspicious? That is that one. Or this one. Okay, we have a three-way tie. Let's see. We're going with the middle option, which is... I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he could tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Bad face, huh?
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I think I don't see all the messages from the other two. They sent theirs in text.
I have absolutely
Maybe you have to
zero
refresh?
doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
Same.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Yeah, you did send in the new one, Annie, and Angie had already voted. And yeah, Twitch is just continuing to be mean to you, isn't it? But what if you're just hiding it somewhere secret? If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Okay. You didn't see the messages at all? Wow. Yeah, we're going with what if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
I don't trust her at all.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious.
I'm not inclined to believe her with anything.
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Yeah, it did really crash a lot, didn't it? Like, at least during chat time, and I guess outside of it as well. This one... The same are still the same on there, the rest is still the same on there. Du-du-du-du. Mhm. I'm sorry. That better? Nobody has to die? Okay, we have a three-way tie as well. Again. Let's see. Middle option again. So, yeah. Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
You would surely do.
But I don't remember it, so
Uh-huh.
it must not have happened.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that loop back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
If I come close, you're just gonna stab me. But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we just need to let bygones be bygones. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You'd better not try anything. I'm not trusting this spy, or screw it. But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face
Yes.
and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Yeah, that's still the same stuff. Nobody has to die. Yep. It's basically get closer, go away, or slay. All right. Yeah, I noticed. It's fine. Annie? Alright, let's approach. I mean, maybe you just randomly wanted to scream at me, I don't know. Approach.
Of course I won't.
Yeah, don't do anything was what we just said, basically.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess.
This is fine.
I
Love.
don't like the way you said within arm's reach.
Same. Love the crown, by the way. This looks nice.
You hear the horrible sound
Thank
of metal
you.
slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Thank you.
Hehe.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
Cool. Knew it.
You're going to die now.
Thank you.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Thank you. The arms race.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
That's fair. But let me just save.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp.
Okay.
A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I did not press any button, by the way.
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Hunt it.
What's the point of fighting if
And
she's just
broken?
going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Am I imagining it, or are all the voices and the narrator the same? Yeah, it's all Johnny Sims. He just sounds different with all of them.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it.
Okay,
sure,
okay.
take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Love that this was just decided for
Right,
me.
we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
Don't be like that. I know things are hard right now, but we got to stay positive. If they're confident, then I'm confident. So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are.
Yeah,
right?
but we all see a mirror right in front of the door, my dude.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Approach the mirror. And also, yeah, the cheetahs is my favorite, I think.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room.
So
Stopping
far,
just
anyway.
in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Oh.
That was a long drawn out sigh.
You
reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
Oh god.
They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal
What the
bickering
hell?
is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Good to know that she was never actually chained up.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. We're going to fight her, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Oh no. All of these ideas suck. Think up something better. My favorite must be the... She wants to kill us, right? Let's stab ourselves then? You do not disappoint, do you? Stiff upper lip? So flirting or stiff upper lip? Or suicide, let's go. We're going with the suicide option. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it.
No, that's a terrible idea.
We're dead either way.
Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third? A third is a third. It's bad. Who cares? Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
Then you skewer
Neat.
yourself. Ow.
Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo!
Boo!
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Oh, a new one of us.
Oh wait, what was that? Who was that? Contrarian, okay.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right?
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
How long though?
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. As long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, we're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority. That's easy, going to flirt with her. We're panicking. Stiff upper lip. All these suck. Let's think up something better. Yeah, apparently it wasn't weird enough. We're flirting? We're flirting. Let's go. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades.
Oh, and the smitten is back.
There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
Stubborn as well.
She skewers you.
I'm just writing these down.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Just panic. Flee.
Paranoid.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. We only have to get lucky once. She's going to kill this body either way.
The cold is
Stop
back.
feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Let's appeal to her better nature. We
Opportunist.
haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think.
And skeptic.
She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 4.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Thanks.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if? Throw it out the window.
What?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
It spells mad? Perfect.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
I love that the cheated now interrupts the narrator.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only... Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Yeah, feels like it, yeah.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Do.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Agreed.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin
Oh no!
into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts.
Let's just stay on this beautiful image for a bit. Whoa!
Comes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
I don't think I am.
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
What is wrong with the smitten?
Yes, behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window?
How?
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
Narrator,
is all just a sick joke.
Forget it.
This is all
Narrator,
just a
forget it.
This is all
Narrator,
just
Yeah, okay, it's looping.
what just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too. Okay.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. I also got a trophy. Alright. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. The decay. You're withered. Okay. You've withered. That was another trophy, by the way. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. You say, contradicting her. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? You know that at the end of this, once you've finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Do you still not care what I bring you next? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back, attack the entity or destroy your body. This is the third version of her that we bring. What happens to the worlds? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion on one way or another on the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate I hate it. I think I hate you. Or remain silent. Six options. Not really, it all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Okay, we're back to the contradiction stage. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Yeah, the same ones again. How can you stand to be a contradiction? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? We can go through them all. Yeah, just assuming we can go through them all, I want to hear all the answers. I feel like we've done several already in, like, last week's thing. But I don't know. The dice decided for how can you stand to be a contradiction. But yeah, the ones that she does all the time, I think we've done a lot of them, I think.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Okay, what do you think of the vessel? Yeah, the same ones. Like, I feel like we definitely have answered the question of how many vessels do I need to bring you, which is more, but not all of them. You know that at the end, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
That just makes it easier. Yep, same ones. Ready to go back. Yeah, go back. Okay. Let's go.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. A sharp vessel. Bring the razor full to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, we've had all of these before. Because, like, we keep forgetting that this has happened. Cabin, cabin, cabin. Cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Proceed. Knife or no knife?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Knife or no knife? Knife.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries a...
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge now.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Or continue down the stairs. Hi, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the...
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way, why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steer your nerves and step forward. Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it or tighten your grip. We're dropping it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. Do you think I just come here to kill with someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? You're supposed to end the world? I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe. That just happens to be the same, so I'm going for it. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
No.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Fair enough. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? Yeah, we've had those. Get the blade back. That would be, we've talked enough, I think. Okay. We've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. Or I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide to what to do. So yeah. Slay, examine the chains, or keep her locked away. That would be slay the princess. We don't have a knife on us right now, so that's gonna be interesting.
Doubt, unfortunately.
Okay,
clouds
no,
your
okay, we
thoughts
did
as
take
you
it back.
attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Ouch.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Holy shit, that hurt!
Though she's unarmed, The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Uh-huh. Give up, finish the job, or flee and lock her in the basement. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Yeah, and it's the princess.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
It was, yeah, thanks.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The adversary. Adversary? Both.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, we've had those options. Proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Proceed.
The
Ooh,
cabin
fancy.
is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror, approach mirror, take blade, or enter the basement without. Sounds like we're in a cave, doesn't it? Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to...
Okay, we still have the options of talking about the mirror or approaching the mirror before we go in, if we want to. Yeah, we're just going in. Bye-bye.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Ooh.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Okay.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step,
Damn.
the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You look different. So you do remember me. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Slay the princess. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave. Turn around and leave without saying anything. Can we try to romance her? She's so sexy, damn. You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
No.
Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while.
Yeah, fair.
Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward.
Fair enough.
Enough is enough. I believe you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously.
Free her and run away together. I want to keep this one.
You don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depth of my apathy. Lie. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Would someone as alive as me already have died? I didn't think so. Don't worry, I'm going to do a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything you just said is true, or remain silent. Yeah, that's fair. Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depth of my apathy.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking.
Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
So you do remember me? I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight. Okay, yeah, it's the same ones. I'm actually here to free you? Hell yeah.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
You don't want to be free? Are you serious? If you don't want to be free, then what do you want? Me? Anyone? Why wouldn't you want to be free? Remain silent. If you don't want to be free, then what do you want?
I want the two of us to fight to the death.
Aww.
I want to feel your knife split my flesh. And I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
Hi.
Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part.
Don't be such a coward.
I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it.
Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
These are the same options, yeah. I don't think she's gonna let us romance her. Oh, we have the option of attempt to free the princess. But yeah, the others are the same. Attempt to free, attempt to free. Attack? She's probably gonna kill us, but she's too sexy. Alright, we have 2 votes for attempting to free and one for attack. Do you want to split that, Demon Hearts? Or decide, rather. Yeah, probably not. Like, we're dying either way. Still. Also, yeah, rules of this channel, everybody except for me gets a vote. I have an opinion, I'm just keeping it to myself most of the time. Yeah, we get the power of the dice, if there is a tie. Attempt to free?
I'm sorry.
Let's go.
Did I hear that right? Did you just say you're going to try and free her?
Hell yes.
She doesn't even want to be free.
Exactly. So beyond the apocalyptic moral implications of letting her out, how do we even think that's going to work? I mean, we have a weapon, right? We could always just cut her out, yeah? While she's trying to kill you. Yeah, why not?
Sounds like a good idea.
And then what? Do you think she'll just follow you out of here? Maybe. I don't know. It's worth a shot, isn't it? No, it's not.
we're doing it, free the princess, or the narrator is right, this was a very silly idea, let's just fight her, attack the princess. Yep, we're freeing her. Sounds good.
Actually, no, you're not. I have a responsibility to the world here, and I'm not just going to let you throw yourself into a scenario where the literal best outcome is the end of everything. Until you come up with any other idea, your body remains standing rigidly in place. What do you think you're doing? You can't just order our body around like it's some sort of doll.
Spoiler sport.
Watch me. Your left arm lifts towards the ceiling and your hand twists into an obscene gesture. See? I can make you do whatever I want. So what? You barely managed to lift our arm.
What are you doing? What is that? Why are you moving so weird?
The princess, taken aback, flashes her own rude gesture in return.
I love that you can't even really see that it's pixelated that much. Like, it just looks like she's showing her middle finger.
Hey, you, decision maker. I want us to fight her as much as he wants us to kill her. But this is boorish. Just ignore him. If you want to try and free her, I don't think there's much he can do to actually stop you.
We have a lot of attack options and a free the princess option. That's a lot of ease there. Let's free her.
You know what? Fine. Blade in hand, you charge forward to try and free the princess from her bindings.
Finally. I have no idea what you were just doing, but I'm glad it's over.
You slash across her wrist. Her elbow comes crashing down on your skull. An unsettling crack echoes in your ears. It's a devastating blow. Your body crumples to the floor, limbs suddenly refusing to respond. This might be it.
That's it, huh? You've gotten really soft.
We tried.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Really? In just one blow? Yes.
Oh, come on, that's hardly fair. We're not dead. You're just flipping the table over.
It is what it is. You're dead. Finished. Over.
The narrator is so fucking done with us.
Alright, fine. This whole thing's a frustrating mess anyways. We're better off with a fresh start. I'll see you two next time.
The Eye of the Needle, Chapter 3.
You're on a path in the wood.
If you weren't so damn focused on freeing her, we wouldn't have died back there.
You're strong, but you're bullheaded. This isn't a fight, it's a puzzle. She's stronger than us, but we can use that to our advantage.
I hate puzzles.
Yeah, of course you do.
I've never done a puzzle myself, but anything that doesn't get us beaten to death is good in my book. What do you have in mind?
Same thing as last time, only we'll be smarter about it. We're getting her out of there. After that, we're seeing what happens.
Are you insane? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If she gets out of here, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
Why the lies? Why have you been playing the fool? What good could it possibly accomplish?
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
Enlighten me, then.
I have no memory of meeting you, but you've clearly seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. You'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here.
So where does that leave us?
It leaves us exactly where we started, and where I'm sure you've already been before. The princess, left unhindered, will bring about the end of the world. You have to put a stop to her. The only way to do that is to slay her.
But we didn't stop her last time. We died. Yet here we are in a world unended, a different world unended. wounded, to be sure, but there's still solid ground beneath our feet. What the hell are you going on about? Even if he isn't lying, reality clearly continues to be real. So I want to see what happens when she leaves. I think we all need to see the truth.
You absolutely do not need to see that. I've already told you the truth, and the only thing to see after she leaves is the end of everything. It's not worth it.
The truth is always worth it. If we're going to get to the bottom of things, we need to have a method. We need to isolate a variable, and right now her interaction with the outside world is the most interesting variable there is. It's one of the only things we haven't seen.
As much as I appreciate your dedication to scientific rigor, your core assumptions are all wrong. This isn't a puzzle, and this isn't an experiment. It's a do-or-die situation with apocalyptic consequences. And might I remind you that while it may seem consequence-free to you, that does not make it consequence-free to me, or to the people I'm trying to protect. And for all you know, the end isn't really consequence-free to you. You said yourself that the world is different than what you've already seen. It isn't supposed to be, and if things are changing, they're changing for the worse. It's just how things work here. Treat this like it's your last attempt.
Screw it. I'm sick of this smug asshole telling us what to do. If you need help busting her out of there, I'm your man. Welcome aboard. And if things go bad once we get her out of the cabin, well, at least you'll be able to get the fight you wanted.
The rest of you had better keep those two in check. They're far along the edge of a dangerous path. Don't let them go any further.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence has poured out into the world. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else? No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. Oh, thanks. Silently proceed, or I'm done with this, bye. Turn around and leave. Also, let's just... yeah. I don't know whether I'm gonna need all the saves I've been doing, but it's better than not having them, I think. That's... no matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Proceed. Okay, proceed.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? What I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Fair enough.
There'll be time for that later. For now, you know what you have to do.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is a very long tunnel that definitely does not have a mirror standing in the middle of it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. But There's nowhere to go in here. This is just a hallway with a mirror at the end of it.
A mirror? But there isn't a mirror here. There's the iron altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. Does he really not see it?
Or maybe what we see as a mirror, he sees as a door.
It is a door. And before you ask, no, it's not a mirror-shaped door. The object at the end of this room is both door-shaped and a door. There shouldn't be any room for misinterpretation.
A door-shaped door?
Who cares what it is? It's in our way, we should smash it. Take it.
Take the blades or approach the mirror? I was like, what third option? Okay, I'm gonna roll a die. And we're approaching the mirror.
You step forward
Yeah,
and
seems like
approach
it.
the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Wipe the mirror or smash it? I don't think smashing has been an option before. We be smashing it.
You bring your fist crashing down
Ouch.
against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
Say hi to Merlin.
The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Merlin is the cat. We just basically went back in and tried to smash the mirror but hit the door instead.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
She hasn't changed as much as she did the time before. She still wants a fight, which means we still know her. We can use that to our advantage.
If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one? Are you sure you still want to fight? Or continue to the basement landing? Continue.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you.
We best remember how to get back up. The last thing we want is to be stuck between a wall and a raging devil.
I don't think we're gonna come back.
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
You will if you run?
Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke?
Oh yeah, and we didn't take the knife.
Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
Good. You don't even have to goad her. She's doing it all herself. Let her break those chains and then run for the basement. She'll chase us without a second thought.
You know what? I should have tried to intervene earlier because I can't let you do that. I won't.
Tough shit. We're the ones in control here.
It's not the...
Yeah, doesn't feel nice to be yanked around against your will, does it? Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Why was she even chained up then?
Okay, she's taken the bait. Now let's get out of here. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Yeah, alright. No choice this time.
Hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow!
We're planning on it.
You reach the ledge and hoist
Still
yourself up
sexy
into
though.
the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
She's a Gilmore Girl. Yeah, like, we'll see whether we can grab the knife before she gets us. You sure we don't want the weapon?
Have time. We just have to get her outside. That's what matters.
You're making a mistake.
Take the blade, or it's too late, run for the door. Where we lead, she will follow. Fair enough. Alright, that's a tie. Let's see. We're taking the blade.
You stumble as you reach for the blade. In most circumstances it would mean nothing, but in such a confined space, a lost second was all she needed to catch up to you.
Oh no.
So you do want to fight me? Good.
Your body pulls taut as her hand wraps around your arm. Before you can even try to pull away, she slams you into the wall, your head bouncing dangerously off the hard stone.
Shit. We had a plan. We should have stuck to it.
Why does this feel so empty? Why does it feel so wrong? This isn't how things are supposed to go. This is so cold and disappointing.
Have you tried not killing us, maybe?
Your body still reeling from the impact, your eyes fall on her fist as it drills towards your skull with lethal intent.
But the impact doesn't come, nor will it ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. I'm going to be okay, just trust me, we've been here before and you always get scared. Or approach the mirror. I think it's our memory that returns, not the memory of the hero. I don't think the voices get any memories back. Okay, this is a tie. And it's going to be okay, just trust me, we've been here before and you always get
But
scared.
it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
It's not the end, whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side, it's going to be okay. Or approach the mirror. Come on, I want to see the devil princess with the hands. Alright, let's go. You approach the mirror.
Oh, I don't like that silence.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's on it. You are unraveled. The remains. Okay, you're unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. There she is. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there? Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Do you have thoughts on this vessel? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? When you sent me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. I'm ready to go back, attack the entity, destroy your body. Interesting. The narrator one? That would be this one? Yeah. Okay, the narrator one.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. Got no opinion, just pick 'em all. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him.
If he is anything other than us, he isn't worth the effort to destroy.
Okay. And we're back to the others. This one is also new, I think. If this is the last stage before your completion. And yeah, we haven't had these two either, I think, yeah. You got some awesome looking hair, yeah. That's the last stage thing? What? Mm-hmm. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back, I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Wait, or there's no waiting forever. Oh, you mean the profile pic? Fair enough. Number 2, there's no waiting forever. And we're back to these answers. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Alright.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own, and because of that, nothing can't exist.
That was supremely helpful, thank you. I feel like that's going to be all her answers. Best to just wipe the memory and move on. Alright, so I'll take that down as ready to go back. Ready to go. Let's roll on that. Yeah, we're going. Goodbye!
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
That is ominous as fuck.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. A tunneling vessel, bring the eye of the needle to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I don't know, are we doing another, or is this the end for today and we're doing a new one next week? Yeah, they're fairly long. No, next week? You getting tired? Can't sit much longer? Yeah, sounds like we're stopping for today, I think. Yeah, yeah, next week then Mips will join as well. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, I'm calling it then, yeah. I also have to get up fairly early tomorrow morning. Alright, then thanks for joining again, and we will definitely will be going on next week. That's gonna be next Friday at 19:30 European time, like Berlin time, basically. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I have it in the schedule already, don't I? Should be there. Alright. Have a nice week. Bye-bye!